Welcome to Canmore. My name is Becky. I travel with my husband Travis and our daughter Teddy, and we have a 4-day weekend out here in the Canmore area, and we'd love to take you along with us. We have a lot of videos from the Canmore and Banff area. Every time we come out, we try to maybe stay somewhere different, eat somewhere different, or find some new hikes to do. So I'll link up our other videos below, but come along with us and see what we get up to on this trip to Canmore. Good morning. We are waking up in Canmore. We drove last night after I finished work. We drove straight through to Canmore to be able to wake up here in the morning. So we checked into our Airbnb in the Silver Creek Resort area. We are in the White Spruce Lodge, and it's a beautiful like condominium unit, so I will show you around. It is so beautiful here. I've always wanted to stay in this area, and it is newer and a little bit pricier, but we found a great price on a stay here, so I'm very excited to be at Spring Creek. So since we were up early this morning, we decided to head out on the trail. So we're just getting packed up and ready, and I think we're going to go to the Exshaw area and do a hike there that we've never done before. It is in the Kananaskis area, so we will need to make sure that we purchase a Kananaskis conservation pass online before going. It is about $10, just a little more than $10 for a day pass. You can buy multi-day passes, or an annual pass is $90. So if you're anywhere in the Kananaskis area, including like at Canmore, if you go out of town towards the Nordic Center, then you also will need that pass there. So it can definitely come in handy to have an annual pass, or just make sure that you get the day pass. From the town of Canmore, we just drove here to the trailhead at Jura Creek. It's an out and back. It's supposed to take about 2 hours if you do the whole thing. So we'll see how far we want to go. There is a washroom here in the parking lot, and it is about 9 o'clock on Friday, November 10th. And the parking lot is pretty empty. Let's go. 10 minutes in and Teddy is out of the backpack. This is very cool. We're in the canyon now. Oh wow. Made it another 10 minutes down the trail. We're in the canyon now, which is very cool. There is no wind in here like there was at the trailhead, so we stopped to take off a few more layers. Teddy is back in the carrier for a little bit, so we're definitely not making quick time, but it's just nice to be outside and to see a new hike.
Wow!
Wow. If only I had a gimbal. Oh wow. So at about 1.2 kilometer we climbed out of that slot part of the canyon. You can see a big cave up there, and we have a fairly unhappy toddler, so I just kind of keep wanting to peek around the next corner and see what's there. But at some point here, we'll probably turn back.
So we made it to where the sun actually shines in the valley, and Teddy's had enough. She's done for the day, or for the morning. But it's actually got to a wide point where, of course, when it's wide, there's the wind. So the wind's up. You can see the clouds rolling. Beautiful little view though.
this little center in the winter time, they flood this pond, and it's a little skating rink actually. So they said, it says the fire department comes and floods it because this is just a pond that would naturally fill from the underground aquifer, which has been really dry lately. So they'll flood it, and it'll be a nice place to skate later in the winter. Good morning, welcome to Banff. We decided to come to town today. It is Saturday, November 11th, so we are going to watch the Remembrance Day parade. We were here several years ago for it, and it was, I forget, it was colder than -30, and we stood outside and watched the parade, and like all of the veterans and all of the people playing instruments, they had to keep on their like official uniforms, so they had no gloves, no mitts, no other jackets, so it just seemed so cold, but they all did it. It was really amazing, and it was a good experience to be here, so we thought it would be nice to check that out again. But we got here at around 9:30, so we just parked downtown near the washrooms, and there's lots of parking available. It's pretty quiet here right now. Obviously it's early. We're still using the time change to our advantage, and the parade starts at 10:30. So have a little bit of time to wander around. We played at the park. We're just walking down to check out the Bow River, and then we'll hit Main Street and find a spot to watch the parade. Just a few minutes before the parade starts, and we popped into Peak Cafe. We grabbed some hot chocolate, a latte to warm up, and a Nutella and banana crepe. So we're gonna quickly enjoy this and then head out to watch the parade. We just watched the little procession go by. It's actually quite a bit smaller than the last time we were here, and there was no pipe band. So last time there was, of course, the bagpipes and the drums and the whole pipe band. Not this year, but it's still nice to see all the people in uniform, all the service people, and now they are heading to the elementary school where they will hold a Remembrance Day service. Started this really nice snow. I don't know if you can catch it on the camera, but it's really nice. It's just after 11 o'clock, so we've just been checking out some of the shops downtown. We were just in the Christmas shop, and it was super busy. We actually noticed that yesterday in Canmore, some of the stores we were in, I have never seen as busy as they were, so maybe it's a long weekend thing, or I'm not sure, but it's just been really busy in Canmore. I'm sure Banff will get even busier today on a Saturday. So we're just gonna keep checking it out and walking around into some different shops and maybe do a little bit of Christmas shopping and just some of our favorite things we like to do while we are here. And probably Teddy will have a little stroller nap. We might see if there's another little walk we want to do in the Banff area before heading back to Canmore today. Came into Melissa's Steakhouse for some lunch. We have enjoyed this restaurant many times in its previous location where we like to go for breakfast, but we have been here for lunch before, and it's very nice. Actually, the last time we were here, Teddy was just like a couple of months old, and she actually slept on the table in her snowsuit, which was really cute and really peaceful. But today a little bit busier, and you can see behind me now it is really snowing down a lot, but it's amazing to see. So So we walked all of Banff Ave. We're down here at the end at the Cascade Gardens, where I can see they already have the In Search of Christmas Spirit night walk story going on. We did this last December and at night, and it is so magical. For now, we're gonna head down a little bit of the Bow Falls Trail. We're not gonna walk all the way to the falls. We're just gonna go up to the little pedestrian bridge that's down here. Oh, it's a little bit icy. You can see this morning when we got here, there was no snow on the ground, and it's starting to be nice and white now. We have pretty much done all of the downtown, at least Bear Street and Banff Avenue, and we're still in Banff, but we just drove down a little ways to this parking lot, which is the trailhead for this Fenland Trail, and it's only a 2-kilometer loop. It's supposed to only take 30 minutes, but I thought it would be good to try and build up a little bit more of Teddy's hiking stamina. I just really want to try and keep getting outside. The hike yesterday she was not a big fan of. Might have been because she was cold or it just wasn't her thing. But we have some new gear for her today, so hopefully we can stay warm and have a great time on this short little walk. It is a loop, so we really don't have a choice once we get on there but to finish it, but for 30 minutes we should be fine. This little sign down here says Fenland Loop that way. Obviously it's a loop, but Travis decided we're gonna start this way. It's already very pretty in here, considering we're still essentially in the town. We get to walk along the creek the whole time. There's also all these little posts with some artwork on it along the trail, which is very pretty.
Mom,
Oh, bounce.
Mommy, no.
Alright, we made it. It took about 35 minutes for us to wander through, and Teddy was very happy in her carrier the whole time. So I don't know, it was maybe after nap time is a better time to get her outside and in the carrier. She seemed to be in a very good mood compared to yesterday, but again, the conditions are different and she's possibly dressed better for the weather. We just came back downtown, and our 6-hour parking that I had accidentally paid for this morning but then ended up needing has expired, so we actually parked in the Bear Street Parkade, and the upper levels of it are free parking, so that's a bonus. Just had supper at our favorite Bear Street Tavern. We had pizzas all around, and it was delicious.
Everyone was happy.
Time to head back to Canmore. We just had breakfast here in the Spring Creek area at the Alder Cafe. It's also a little grocery store in there. So we had Eggs Benedict and a breakfast sandwich and a pancake, and it was all very good. And it's right across from our building where we're staying, so very convenient. So we entered into Spray Lakes Provincial Park, which is up near the Nordic Center and in the Kananaskis Conservation Area. We were looking for a short hike called Goat Pond, and the driving map from All Trails took us to this parking lot for Goat Creek, which is a 19-kilometer hike.
Takes you right to the town of Banff.
And it also, I think, is where you can hike Hulling, which is one of our on the top of my list for hikes I want to do, but not today. Anyways, we lost service when we got here, and I don't have the All Trails downloaded, so we are just gonna drive a little farther up the road and see if we can find a trailhead for Goat Pond. We ended up back at the same parking lot. We drove a while down the road and there was no other trailheads. We actually had a minute of service and we could see that this is where the trailhead starts. So we're gonna just head down, do this little part, and then see what we find when we get down there. We are exactly 1 kilometer from the parking lot, and we can see all kinds of trails that break off from here. So there's a High Rockies trail which takes you to the actual Goat Pond. It says 6.5 kilometers. We're standing at the boundary line here between the Alberta Provincial Park and the National Park. So you can see the cut line all the way up. Okay, we just finished our little hike. We did 2 kilometers in 45 minutes, and yeah, we just decided to turn around not far after that junction. I guess part of me is a little bit like, are we even really doing these hikes if we're never making it to the end of the hike, or we're just doing all these little short hikes? But to be honest, it's just so nice to be outside. It's beautiful. That was a really nice trail to walk through, and I think once again, as I have said in many of our videos with Teddy, it's just like changing your expectations and knowing what you can and can't do with a toddler, and just making sure that everyone is still trying to have a good time, which is what we are doing. So after our little hike, we came back and had lunch in our condo. Just made some stuff with the groceries we had bought when we got here into town. And because Teddy had had a quick little nap on the trail, she wasn't really interested in lying down for a nap. So we put her in the stroller and she instantly fell asleep. So we are gonna head back downtown. We really only did about half of the main street, so there's a few other shops at the other end that I would like to check out before we leave. A few things to pick up, and that's kind of our only plan for the afternoon here. So it is one thing that I thought I would really love about being in the Spring Creek area. It's just probably 10 or so minutes closer to the downtown area, so it's just really easy to walk downtown. So yesterday's vlog kind of dropped off after our shopping experience. We really just hung out downtown for a couple of hours while Teddy napped, made our way back to the condo. We did go out for supper actually at the Malcolm Hotel, which is just up the street, to the Sterling Lounge, which we have been to a few times before. I actually had the supper buffet. It was like roast beef and lots of other options, and it was free for Teddy. So it was an okay meal. I think we'll probably take a little break from Sterling since we've been there a few times now, and there's lots of other places we would like to try out. But that's pretty much all we got up to last night. And we were just kind of thinking about relaxing and enjoying the last night of our long weekend. So I'm just going to show you around the room real quick. We're actually on our way out because the room just always seemed too messy to show it, and it is beautiful. So we're in the entranceway here. There is a closet, and then I'm not sure if we even knew about this, but there's an extra room with 2 twin beds and a nice dresser. And across from there we have a half bath, and then in here there is the laundry. Okay, so the bedroom has a big king bed, unmade. They do have bathrobes, which is nice because it is an outdoor hot tub. And then you come through here, it's got these 2 big closets. The bathroom is beautiful. Got this big soaker tub, and the shower has all the Rocky Mountain Soap Company products in it, as well as soap and lotion here in the bathroom. So very nice space in here as well. Then we go into the kitchen, which is really well stocked. There's so many plates and cups and silverware. It's awesome. And then we just have the living room with a little table. This was the patio and the fireplace and entertainment unit. So it is a really, really nice condo. We're glad we found this. We are all packed up and ready to hit the road. I think we're gonna make a couple stops just for some breakfast and snacks before we go. And that will be it for our trip to Canmore. So thank you so much for watching another video about Canmore. I hope you maybe got some ideas of where you would like to eat or stay, or things you would like to do while you are here. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.